Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Zion Analysis. President William Ruto is seeing miracles after miracles. The birds spotted in State House shocked the nation as Ruto decided to confess the meaning of these birds. And in fact, he said that the birds visited him on the right time. But there's some movement. When you see birds visiting kings and queens in the Bible or leaders, as God meanings, as Zion Kenya TV YouTube broadcast, we want to find what might be the reason why these birds spotted in State House.
There was a bit of engagement from the birds around here, and I thought there was some distraction. But it is not about the birds, it's about the instructions that were given to them. I think the person who instructed the birds did not give them the correct time.
Now, before I carry on analyzing this, if you are a first-time viewer watching me this channel, please do me a favor, take a 1 second, click that notification bell and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like my video, share my video to our friends, family and relatives. And for those of you who have subscribed to this platform, I want to say thank you and may God bless you so much for such a great support. I don't take it for granted, and we are on a road trip to 15K subscribers. I believe by the end of this month, we're gonna make it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, number one, when you see birds visiting kings and queens or leaders, these birds ziko tofauti na ziko na one meaning very much important. The first meaning, the birds visiting king or kings is a sign of your leadership has come to an end. The leadership has come to an end. Or you are changing another leadership. Vice versa. It might also be a symbol of spiritual. And a symbol of spiritual might be on a very many different occasions. Whatever you did, whatever you are doing, whatever you are planning, the birds might bring that signal. It might be also a danger ahead to you. That is how God's work to each and every person in leadership. The second signal why birds seem to be so scary, especially when they visit protected area, it's a sign showing the king or a leader that that place is not yours forever. Yes, that is the reality. The birds enter into State House, where it has been, it's always protected for 24 hours. It shows that anything can get. You have no power to control the nature, the calamity, the natural calamity ahead of you. In the Bible, we recall Pharaoh. Pharaoh was a stubborn king. And a lot of God's messengers were sent to him. But he unfortunately did not release the Israelites according to God's instruction immediately. But God was forced, not forced, God decided to force him, for him to understand what is happening. And we saw the plagues. So these plagues were well used and they are still being used up to date. To any leader, even me, if I will become president in this country, let's assume so, If I will start disturbing Kenyans stubborn, there might be several signs, because that power is not mine. That power belongs to God. He can take. That is why no any person can defend death. Do you want to tell me this head of state does not have money to secure death? They have. But they cannot defend death. They cannot defend disease. They cannot defend. They cannot defend even increasing their own life. This bird visiting William Ruto today, in fact, is the first president, again, scaring us. The birds visiting the current head of state is a sign telling him now, it is now to surrender or to start a new journey in your leadership. William Ruto's administration is either going to sink, or it is not going to be there, or it is going to be there in a new chapter. That is a sign of these birds. In as much as it's just thumping and saying, okay, they came at the right time. I am telling you, these birds will even tomorrow visit you and you will do nothing. You know, there are things you cannot control. There are things you cannot control. So it also gives William Ruto a serious political movement. And of course, you've watched his facial expression. You will see how William Ruto speaking in a very serious signal language. For those of you who knows how to study someone. With me, I studied him. William Ruto is now afraid. He was not expecting that. He's now afraid. And by the way, for your information, are you aware that this president don't sleep in State House? Are you aware of that? They don't sleep in State House. State House, the only people who are sleeping are security officers. Even today, if you go, even right now, you will not find William Ruto there. Security officers. And this man, who is now William Ruto's PA, who used to work at Citizen TV, and the rest. William Ruto sleeps in his home. He don't sleep in State House. State House, Moi say that iko na mambo mengi sana imefanyika huko. Hata yeye alikuwa analala huko. Kuna mashetani mengi sana. Kuna viongozi waliouawa wengi huko State House pia. Wengi sana. A good example is Robert Huko. I'm not afraid to say that. Who comes from Moroni constituency. Yes, he was killed. Moi called him after a conference from European countries. You recall that? The best English is spoken there. Made Moi to tremble, and he couldn't believe, oh, this is a Luo man from Lake region. Okay, come for a meeting. And they disappear with him. Those are stories and we read them. So, I am talking about some evil characters also let us practice in these palaces. Might also be a signal to the kings that you are doing wrong things privately. You know, these birds visiting William Ruto, there's something you are committing. And don't be afraid to tell Kenyans. You are also putting your life in danger. Imagine, you never know if it is God who visited you. And he wanted to kill you now. That time, you can't do nothing. Or maybe those evil spirits. Yeah, the people who were murdered. The Gen Zs calling their life, those people, your administration, and not only William Ruto's administration alone. Uhuru Kenyatta's administration also murdered some people during demonstration. Moi's administration. We saw strange movement in each and every administration. So maybe the spirit coming and now saying, through your administration, I was killed. We are now many. We can kill you. These are signs. And don't let us always take them for granted. Unfortunately, Pharaoh decided to release Israelites because he found it difficult. Plague of death. His first son died, was killed. The angel of death was sent to him. He couldn't block that angel of death. Even if he had weapons, even if you are powerful like United States of America, even if you are powerful like Israelites, even if you are powerful like Russians, Chinas, and also Kenya, they are having a very good weapons. You cannot block that. This might also be God's wrath, showing William Ruto that if you don't repent, I will deal with you. Then lastly, it is a sign to the UDA administration their time has come to an end. It is either they form another administration or go for a serious administration. I heard people saying, oh, Samia not gone for one term, oh, Museveni not gone for one term. Let me tell you, you cannot be Zion. When you see Zion getting 1 million views in a day, while David Wafula getting 700 millions in a day views, life is different. If I can afford meat, it doesn't mean that now Prof. David can afford meat. You know, or Caroline can afford aeroplane. Life is different. But we are all human beings, we breathe the same air. What matters is how we treat people. Very much essential. To me, there might be a serious political disappointment. And could these birds be a sign of William Ruto's removal, automatic, or William Ruto's resignation as a president? These birds has shaken president life. I'm telling you the truth. And he knows what I'm saying. And I'm just trying to elaborate it, how it happened even in the Bible. Even though I'm not a pastor or don't understand much in the Bible, but I'm very much sorry. We'll start now even reading the Bible. In the Bible, it is well articulated for the stubborn leaders. It shows that William Ruto might be stubborn to Kenyans. If Charles is comfortable, it doesn't mean that there's another Charles in Turkana comfortable. That soul of Charles in Turkana might be torturing William Ruto. The people whom they killed during the demonstration and whom they are still killing, whom they are still abducting, whom they are still planning to kill, cannot just go that way. And not only leaders, even you in your own home. Kama we ni mchawi, kama we ni nini. I can elaborate this up to midnight, up to tomorrow, and many of you might understand it more than me. Please, what are your take? As for the first time in Kenyan history, birds visited the current head of state and he saw them physically. Wonders shall never end as we approach this upcoming general election. Drop your opinion.